Hi, I'm Rachel, and I want to talk to you a little bit about searching for identity and how we find it. I wrote a post on this recently, so you can find the link if you're interested in reading more about it in the description below. But this is just a moment to take stock of how we can often find ourselves in a position where we don't quite know who we are. We talk a lot about authenticity now, we talk an awful lot about finding ourselves, but sometimes it can almost feel like we have too many versions of ourselves to choose from, and this can be a particular problem for third culture kids, people who've moved around a lot and almost have too much choice. Which identity shall I be today? And sometimes what actually ends up deciding this for us is the question, who needs me to be what today? We can find ourselves very externally focused. They need me to be this, they expect me to be that, I shall perform. And then all of these internally felt identities that aren't getting expressed at the moment can feel a bit put out, frankly, and we can end up with a sense that some of who we are just doesn't get airtime. So what I talk more about in this post as well is about how we can figure out how to give airtime to some of these other bits of ourselves. We have to familiarise ourselves with our own emotional working, our own emotional landscape, when we're so used to the world out there being the deciding factor for how we operate, because we're adapting, we're fitting in, we're making everything run smoothly, but then we can lose sight of what's going on in here. There's a really useful downloadable on this post as well, so you can just follow the link, and there's a PDF of a feelings wheel. We can get stuck in exactly how we feel. You know, somebody will say, well, how do you feel about that? And you're so busy scanning for what everybody else needs you to feel about that you haven't actually made contact with your own emotions. And a feelings wheel can be a useful tool to take us from, I think I feel a bit sad, to actually I feel bereft, or I feel resentful, or I feel like I'm grieving, and help us to get more specific and more familiar with what's going on in here. So that's a really, really useful tool. But there are lots of ways that we can expand our capacity to express all of our identities, and that's something that I really love about my job, where I get to work with third culture kids especially, who experience lots of cultural identities, but everybody is carrying different roles in their life, and if support in this is something you're interested in, look for some support. Maybe you want to get in touch and send me an email, or maybe you want to reach out to a friend that you think will really get what's going on for you. But it's okay to struggle with these identities. That's kind of the message I want to leave with you today. It's okay to struggle with it, but there is a way through. There is a way to get airtime for all of the little bits of ourselves and to start really expressing fully who we are. So good luck with your journey. Get in touch if you'd like accompaniment, and have a good rest of your day. Thank you.